Welcome back to Sports Class with Dr. K. Spring training is almost upon us, so I thought it's a good time for another edition of sports movies you might have missed. And this time we're going to be talking about the movie 42 from 2013. A little bit of background before we get to 5 big things about this film. Obviously, it's made about the life of Jackie Robinson. His uniform number, of course, was 42. And this film focuses on the 2 years of his life from his signing by the Brooklyn Dodgers through the 1947 season, when he broke the color barrier with the Major League team. The film stars Chadwick Boseman as Jackie Robinson. Now, of course, he's a huge star now. This was his breakthrough performance. Also, a strong performance from Harrison Ford as Branch Rickey, the general manager of the Brooklyn Dodgers who signed Jackie Robinson. Additionally, we have performances from Nicole Beharie as Jackie Robinson's wife, Rachel, and John C. McGinley as the radio broadcaster, Red Barber. Now, let's get to 5 big things about this film. Number 1, this is a Hollywood blockbuster film, not a documentary. So you shouldn't go into this movie expecting 100% factual accuracy and every detail to be delivered in real time. This film covers a span of 2 years of Robinson's life, and if we were watching 2 full years, it would take 2 years on screen. So, there are a number of things cut out, there are a lot of details not included, but we shouldn't nitpick too much about that. That brings me to point 2, which is that many of the important moments from that period in Robinson's life are included in the film, and I think for the most part they're portrayed pretty accurately. We have the key moment where Branch Rickey confronts Jackie Robinson in his office and berates him with all kinds of racist slurs, demanding that he not retaliate. We have a similar kind of moment after he takes the field when Ben Chapman, the manager of the Philadelphia Phillies, berates Robinson with horrible racist slurs in the midst of the game, and we see Robinson can't fight back, kind of following through on that initial scene. There are a lot of other key moments as well. We have Pee Wee Reese, the shortstop, putting his arm around Robinson's shoulder, and a number of other scenes that actually did happen in Robinson's life. Now, for my taste, the movie jumps around a little too much from those important moments, which brings me to point 3. There are some important elements of Robinson's life left out of this film. For instance, his background leading up to his signing with the Brooklyn Dodgers was terribly important in real life, and the reasons why he was picked by Branch Rickey in the first place. He played sports at UCLA, an integrated university, and he served in the military before he was signed by the Dodgers. None of that is really included in the film, and it might have added something to our understanding of why he was chosen. I also think this movie could have done more with some of the Negro League players who weren't chosen to break the color barrier. Players like Satchel Paige and Josh Gibson, who had incredible careers in the Negro Leagues, but were kind of left aside when Robinson was chosen by the Dodgers. None of that is mentioned in the film, and again, it might have added a little more to the context. Point number 4, Jackie Robinson was superhuman. Well, not really, but you might get that impression from watching this movie. It's not as bad as some biopics in depicting the hero as this superheroic figure. Jackie Robinson was a great player. In that rookie year, despite all the pressure on him, he batted .297 and he won the inaugural Rookie of the Year award that year. Still, baseball is a game of failure. He actually didn't get on base a lot more often than he did get on base, like all baseball players. And there were plenty of moments where he made mistakes. You don't see much of that in this movie, and again, we can forgive them for that, but there's a lot of melodrama there, and you come away feeling like Robinson was nearly perfect. Which brings me to point 5, the last one. There's something about this movie that comes up a little bit short. It's hard to put your finger on. It's more of a feeling than anything that they've done wrong. But I think the reality is this took place over a period of years. Robinson was suffering abuse for years and really struggling throughout all of that period. What we see happening on the screen takes, in many cases, only a few minutes. Robinson does something great. We're over it. There's soaring music. Everybody is happy. Of course, in real life, things were much, much more difficult than that. There's really no way to adequately convey that in a Hollywood film. So there you have it. 5 big things about 42. On the whole, as I often say about movies like this, if you don't know anything about Jackie Robinson or this period, watch this film. It's much better than not getting anything, even though there are some shortcomings there. So, let me know what you think in the comments below. Like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you next time.